Okay, these are fuchsias. Are they toxic? I will explain my impression of them, but according to the literature, the flowers themselves are not toxic, and people do eat them without too many side effects. Sometimes there's gastroenteritis, that is anorexia, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea with abdominal cramps can happen, especially if someone eats the actual plant and not just the flower. But the flower has been used for making juice, jams, condiments, and added as garnishes. And some people have even eaten them as salad. So just to be on the safe side, I would not eat too many of them. They're a very beautiful flower, and again, probably not toxic according to the literature, and I don't eat them myself. I've never eaten one. I've seen them as a garnish, that is just to look pretty, but edible garnish supposedly. And I would not eat the leaves and the actual plant part other than the flower, just to be on the safe side. And generally they don't taste good anyway, supposedly. The other thing is there are many hybrids, etc., of fuchsia, and with the new generation of GMO, I cannot honestly say that there's no genetic alterations that could potentially add some toxicity to them. So I would generally try to avoid anything new, including these fuchsias. They are very beautiful though, and in a hanging basket such as this are of great beauty and enjoyment. And anyway, stay safe. If you see some jam and jelly made out of it, or if you're inclined to make your own, be careful. The dose is the toxin, and so the more you eat of the jam or jelly, the more likely you are to become toxic. Again, the limiting factor in a lot of plants is the acute gastroenteritis, the AGE, which is anorexia, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea with abdominal cramps added on. This gets rid of the toxins potentially and limits the fatal toxicity, generally in a lot of unedible, non-edible plants. Okay, stay safe. If you're going to eat any at all, make it just out of the flowers. And again, some people make cordials or drinks out of this, add them to drinks and add them to a meal to make them look pretty. I would tend to avoid eating them, but generally the literature says flowers are non-toxic, plant is somewhat more toxic, but again, the gastrointestinal irritation is the main toxicity noted at the moment. I see no reports of any thiaminase activity or cyanogenic compounds being produced, but that is not been studied as far as I know, and there are no fatal cases reported in the literature that I could find. Okay, so that's my assessment of toxicity of the fuchsia plant, and these are very beautiful plants, beautiful flowers, and again, Dr. Gary Joseph Ordog signing out, MD, medical toxicologist. Thank you.